Many people feel lost, not because they lack talent, but because they are running toward dreams that were never theirs. They wake up every morning tired, not from hard work, but from pretending to be someone they are not. They study what they don't understand. They chase goals they don't care about. They measure their life using other people's success. And slowly, without realizing it, they forget to listen to themselves. But here is a question you must ask yourself. If you reach the top of someone else's dream, will it ever feel like success? Today's story is not about exams, degrees, or ranks. It is about courage. The courage to stop following the crowd and dare to be different. Because education is not only about passing tests, it is about discovering who you truly are. Let's begin. In a quiet valley, surrounded by hills and old roads, lived a young man named Evan. Evan was known as a polite, hard-working boy. Teachers liked him, relatives praised him, neighbors said, "He has a bright future." But Evan didn't feel bright inside. That year, Evan finished high school. His friends were celebrating university admissions, medicine, engineering, business, law. Everyone was moving forward. Everyone except Evan. While others were excited, Evan felt empty. He had good grades, but no interest. He studied because he was told to. He worked hard because it was expected. At night, he stared at the ceiling, asking himself one question again and again. Why does everyone seem so sure, while I feel so lost? Evan lived with his father, Mr. Robert, a quiet man who rarely gave long lectures. One evening, while fixing an old wooden fence, Evan finally spoke. "Dad, I don't know what to do with my life." He expected anger, disappointment, a long speech about responsibility. Instead, his father smiled. He wiped his hands, looked at Evan, and said calmly, "I won't tell you what to do, but I will give you something better." He handed Evan a folded paper. "Visit 3 people. Ask them how they became successful, but don't ask about money. Ask about why they kept going." Evan hesitated. "But why them?" His father replied, "Because they all failed in school and succeeded in life." The first name on the list lived near the forest. Evan found an old workshop filled with the smell of wood and dust. Inside was Mr. Caleb, a carpenter with rough hands and gentle eyes. When Evan introduced himself, Mr. Caleb laughed softly. "School," he said. "I barely passed." He pointed to a wooden chair. "I failed exams, but I never failed to love this." He explained how, as a teenager, he was bad at math, science, and writing. Teachers called him slow. Classmates laughed. But when he touched wood, something changed. "I made one table, then another, then better ones." For 10 years, he practiced. No shortcuts, no applause. "People don't pay you for your grades," he said. "They pay you for mastery." Evan felt something shift inside. The second address led Evan to a busy city street. There, he met Miss Laura, a woman known across the city for her powerful speeches. She smiled and said, "I was terrible in class, but I loved talking." Teachers called her distracting. Students called her loud. She failed written tests, but could move hearts with words. Instead of forcing herself to be quiet, she trained her voice. She spoke at small events, then bigger ones. "For years, nobody cared," she said, "but I cared." Now, people listened. "Never confuse silence with weakness," she told Evan. "Some talents are just misunderstood." The final visit surprised Evan the most. The man was Mr. Adrian, the top student of their generation. Perfect grades, scholarships, awards. But his house was simple, quiet. "I was good at everything," Mr. Adrian said, "but great at nothing." He paused. "I chased excellence in exams and forgot to chase meaning." He had knowledge, but no passion, security, but no excitement. "Don't aim to be impressive," he warned. "Aim to be fulfilled." Before Evan left, he asked, "What about my father?" Mr. Adrian smiled. "Your father ranked last. Everyone thought he was hopeless. One day, an accident injured his hand. Doctors said he'd never work the same, but he loved building things. So he adapted, learned slowly, worked patiently. Today, people respect him, not for his rank, but for his resilience." "Your father didn't chase success," Mr. Adrian said. "He chased what mattered." On the way home, Evan realized something powerful. He had always loved repairing things, fixing broken tools, understanding how machines worked. Not for grades, not for praise, for joy. That night, Evan made a decision. He would stop chasing borrowed dreams. He would build his own. Remember this: your future is not hidden in someone else's story. It is waiting inside you. Grades don't define you. Crowds don't guide you. Noise doesn't lead you. Only honesty does. If you don't understand yourself, no success will ever feel real. So pause. Listen. Be brave enough to be different. Because those who walk their own path often create new roads for others. So why not you? Thank you for listening.